Hello, welcome. It is Jo Bendel here, and we are back for another Facebook Live. Today we're talking about productivity blocks. And firstly, before we get stuck in, I just want to remind you that it is official. The doors are now open to the Wildly Successful Society, which is my productivity and mindset membership. It's all my best work. It's nothing extra. So I'm only giving you what you need to free up hours of time, get way more done, and therefore earn more money. So let's just see if we are live, and hopefully we are. And excuse me. So as you all know, excellent. Hi Natalie. Excuse me. As you all know, it's not what you know, it's what you do that matters. So yes, we know a lot of this stuff, but we're not actually doing it on a consistent basis, which is why it's so powerful having this ongoing membership to be able to really keep us in the zone, keep us taking action. Now, it's $37 US to check us out. There is a 7-day money back guarantee, so you really can't afford to not give us a try, and obviously you can cancel at any time. But doors are only open for a few more days, so I'm going to pop the link in the chat box, in the comments, so you can check it all out. And yeah, the results that the women are getting in there are absolutely super powerful. It's blowing my mind. So I have got two amazing ladies to introduce you to today, with more mini case studies, so you can really see what's possible for you. Is it right for you? And basically, this is like this. These are the six. This is about the 6 mini case studies we've done now, because I want you to see that it doesn't matter what industry you are, or what personality you are, or what stage in business you are. Can still help you to get to the next level. Hi Jackie, thanks for joining us. So before I jump into the case studies, what I want to talk about is productivity blocks, because it's a big part of what I teach and how I work with my clients. So what I want to touch on is perfectionism. So something that we all probably can relate to, and the reason it's called I call it a productivity block, is because it's blocking you, it's stopping you from taking action. And this is, this is one of the big things. So what I will say is that how I work at productivity is very different to some of the other people out there. So yes, we need the masculine productivity tools and the strategies. They don't need to be complex, but we do need some kind of tool. But we also need the feminine mindset work. We need both of these if we're going to be able to, really nail it. And if you've struggled in the past, it's probably because you haven't tackled it from the feminine mindset-wise side too. So if you've ever struggled with perfectionism, or you feel like things are not quite good enough, or, it's not quite perfect yet, whether that's your website, whatever it might be, it's stopping you. Can't press send on that newsletter. I can't publish that blog. It's not perfect. That's a productivity block. And what that is fear stopping you from taking action. It's huge. So if we were able to step outside of our own way and get past that, imagine what you'd be capable of. Now, I just want to share that, my one of my big, probably the biggest tip that I could ever share with anybody, and I talk about all the time, is imperfect action, like embracing imperfect action. It has had the biggest impact on my business for sure. So, and what I mean by that is, it was probably about 2.5 years ago, and I realised that, my business was okay, not where I wanted it to be, and I knew that I was, the block. I was the thing that was stopping it, because things weren't perfect. I'm not good enough, all stuck in that mindset stuff. So my mantra that I had, and I could see every single day, was to embrace imperfect action, because it's better than no action. And as we know, waiting for things to be perfect means we're not taking action, because perfect doesn't exist. So I want to just encourage you to take some imperfect action this week or today. What could you do today to take some imperfect action to step out of your own way and really, help your business to get to the next level? I have embraced it every single week for the last 2.5 years, and it's only done my business good. No bad has come of it. And so the reason I talk about that is because I'm going to introduce you to my first guest today, who is Natalie. And let's invite her to join us. And she's taking massive imperfect action today by showing up and having a chat, with you guys today. And it's not easy. And that's one of the things that we do. Successful Society is that massively encouraging people to step outside of their comfort zone and take imperfect action on a daily basis, because it's the thing that's going to change your business. So welcome, Natalie. Thanks for joining us. How are you?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I was just introducing you to say that you're taking massive imperfect action by being here today. So thank you. I obviously
You're
only
welcome.
good things come of it. So so first of all, just tell us, let everybody know what do you do, Natalie? How do you help your people? What's your business? Because you've also got a really, really powerful business.
Yeah, I believe that a lot of the gurus out there right now are saying that we have to be everywhere online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, and I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And I think if you would do that, it would be tedious and time consuming, and you wouldn't have time to actually be working on your passion, your actual business. So what I do is I am the marketing simplifier, the online marketing simplifier, and I make marketing simple and fun.
Brilliant, excellent. I love that. Obviously, she's in marketing. She explains it so well. Hello, Karen. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, and it's so important. Obviously, it's a massive part of our business. Our online, if we're in online business, it's super important. Well, in fact, any business needs marketing. So let's just chat about, like, rolling back to, why did you join the Wildly Successful Society, and can you remember really what was your biggest frustration at the time, just so that other people can kind of really resonate with that?
Well, I think at the time I had all these huge plans, and I was really good at making to-do lists and knowing all the small things that needed to happen, but they weren't actually getting me any closer to the big goals, because I had no clue how to break down those big goals into smaller goals, into smaller actions. So I was doing a lot, but it wasn't getting me anywhere. And I had a lot of half-done projects.
Right.
I think I started doing a new opt-in 5 times without ever finishing. Yeah, so I think a lot of it was that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
I think everyone will relate to the whole, when we're working from this massive to-do list, it's just not effective. Like, how many people have worked from this list that's pages and pages long? It's super draining. It doesn't actually work. And if we don't realize actually there's an easier way, we keep on thinking, what's wrong with me? Why am I not making progress? And it's just as simple as coming back, like you said, and going, right, this is my priority for the next month, and breaking it down so that like this, obviously you know full well that I teach. It's like every week and every day we are super clear what we need to do to make sure that we get to the end of the month going, nailed it, and it's just about making this really, really easy. Okay, so tell us, fast forward to now then. I know you're still, really, still working on the tools and finding out what works, but what's changed for you so far?
I think there are 2 things. First of all, I know how to break it down, and the goals I set are a lot smaller, which means that actually last month, a week before the end of the month, I had finished all my goals, which was amazing. But I think more importantly, it's even the mindset. And like you said, going live here was really something I was struggling with, but I've been stepping out of my comfort zone a lot more. And yeah, I think that's even a bigger win.
Yeah, and that, I absolutely agree. It's a huge win. So, like, when I talk about productivity, I'm always like, well, that is the thing that we all think we need to be more productive. But actually, we both know that actually there's a lot more going on in there that's stopping us from taking action and growing our business, and that's what we tackle as well. Because and stepping outside your comfort zone, I don't enjoy doing Facebook Lives, but we do it because it is obviously good for so many things, but stepping outside that comfort zone is actually a little bit addictive. Like, the more you do it, the more you want to do it, which is that's why I love that, getting everybody to, what can you do today to step outside your comfort zone, because once you start, you're going to do it again and again, and that's going to impact your business, your confidence. If we boost our confidence, what does that do to our business? It's just insane. Okay, so if we're going to get specific, pick, what has made the biggest difference? Do you think it is about breaking the goals down?
Yeah, it's all about breaking the goals down and to putting it all in Asana. So I know that all my tasks are in Asana and I don't have to think about, oh, I need to remember this or I need to remember that. And then, so I can leave it till it needs to happen.
Yes.
And at the same time, seeing the most important things that needed to happen, so that I know that everything else is in there as well, but I can focus first on my most important actions and my client work. And if I have time left, then I look at all the other stuff that could be done.
Yeah, and so basically what you have done is create a productivity system that works for you. And so like you've been given the
Yeah.
tools and now like ran with it saying like this is what works for me. And like, specifically being able to go, oh, I am now focusing on the right things. Like you're in this position now where you are always focusing on the right things for your business. And that is game changing. No, that's absolutely game changing.
Yeah.
Most people are not doing that. Most people are running off in the wrong direction, working on what they think they should or trying to do too many things, and then when we pull back and we really get clear on what the priorities are, that's when the magic happens. Yeah.
For instance, the opt-in I was working on for 5 months, or
yeah.
5 times half done. I actually finished that in 2 weeks in February, and so yeah,
I remember that was so brilliant. Yeah, love it. And amazing again, having a tribe of women that are encouraging you, saying, yeah, come on, you can get this done. And like when we hold ourselves accountable, yeah. And again, I'm going to just say, it's not what we know, it's what we do. We know a lot of this stuff, but if we're not constantly reminded of it and watching everyone else step up and do it, then it's not so easy. So anything else that to wrap up that you wanted to share with everyone?
Well, what I think is really important is that Joe is really good at seeing what's really behind your blocks, what your block really is.
Yes.
We had a talk the other day about tools because I'm really good at tools. That's what I do. I'm good with technology and marketing. And yeah, Joe found out the mindset stuff behind it, and now I can work on that, the real stuff. And I think, yeah, Joe is really good at that. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that is true because it's really freed you up. Since that chat, you've like every time something else comes up, you're like, no, I can remember that this is a productivity block. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and for being with us and supporting everyone else in there. We're so grateful for you. Here's to your world success. And yeah, thanks for stepping outside your comfort zone today. Amazing.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Bye. Thanks. Bye. So yeah, I'm going to see if we have got Jackie. We might have lost Jackie. Okay, so Jackie was going to come on and do have a chat with us, and she is not there. So I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot, Karen, but if you're there and you want to have a chat, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just talk about productivity blocks. Let's just see. I think there might be. So yeah, so we were going to bring Jackie on, but we seem to have lost. Oh, she's back. Excellent. So let's see. Are you on your phone, Jackie, or not? Because it won't let me invite you. So I'm thinking you might not be on your phone. So yes. Yeah. Okay. So I can't invite you. I think you have to be on your phone to be able to do a joint broadcast. But okay, not to worry, I'll just carry on. I'm just for the purposes of the replay, I was going to say if there's any questions, but please do. You're on your phone. Let's try again. Yep, won't even let me invite you, so I don't know why. So sorry, Jackie, I can't. Well, maybe we'll just have an offline chat and we can share that in the group. We'll do a video separately. But yeah, I just really want to encourage everybody to embrace imperfect action. Perfectionism is one of the productivity blocks that we focus on. There are many blocks. We've all got different ones. Generally, it will, when we peel back the layers and we find out what's really going on, like Natalie shared, that we can actually just free ourselves up to take some of that action. No, still won't let me invite you. Not sure why that is. I haven't had that yet. So yeah, so that's my gentle nudge to you today, is to take some imperfect action. And no, please embrace my business mantra, imperfect action. Write it somewhere big. Have it come up on a, reminder on your phone a couple of times a day. What can you do to take imperfect action? Because it's only ever going to grow your business. It won't do any damage. And then finally, I do want to say that I am doing a live webinar this afternoon. And that is going to be 2 p.m. London, 9 a.m. New York. We're going to be really just going through some more tips about how to supercharge your productivity. I'm going to give you, I think there's about 5 different things that I want you to take action, that I can suggest that you start implementing. And we're going to look at the one thing that will change everything that we haven't talked about yet. And once you realize the power of this, yeah, it is a game changer. So I am going to, still can't add you, Jackie. So very sorry, but we're going to share your story. We'll definitely share your story. So thank you, everybody. I hope that was useful and that you're fired up to take some imperfect action in your business and see where it takes you. And hopefully I'll see you this afternoon at the webinar. That's Wednesday, 2 p.m. London, 9 a.m. UK. Thank you, guys. Bye.